What's going on YouTube? It's your boy D Bellboy, aka Mr. Black Ranger here, coming at you with a video. And I know exactly what most of y'all are thinking about right now.
Hell, it's about time.
And you guys are correct. It is about time that I'm coming out with a video. You know, I had a little bit of things in a personal life to take care of, so I didn't get a chance to put out, but we are back. I know this video is a little bit too late, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. So let's get into it. Gonna be talking about what I liked at E3 this year, because there was just a whole bunch of crap to talk about at E3, but we're just gonna talk about the stuff that I like. So for those of you who are new, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, pretty much started back in the early 90s. It was originally part of CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. You know, basically TVs, PCs, washers, dryers, all the stuff that's used in your home. Yeah, that's where we used to start at. And back then it used to be televised as well too. I remember that. I was about like 8 or 9 and probably younger, but either way. They used to put the games all the way in the back usually on the final day of the show. That was like when they decided to actually show the games. So that was like they were there for about 2 years, from like 92 to 93, and they were like, we ain't having that, moving from the back of the bus. So they started their own convention, I think it was like in 95, and pretty much it took off from there, and so here we are today. Yeah, so that's just a general little backstory about E3 there. But now, jumping into the games now, I think I'll start off with Outer Worlds. Yeah, that was a really good one. So, Outer Worlds, potentially it was like a Borderlands, Fallout, New Vegas, BioShock Infinite looking kind of sci-fi FPS RPG. They gave a little bit of info. It was you're on a colony ship, you got lost. I think it was like 70 years or something late. The colony ended up falling on hard times, and then we get in frozen by a mad scientist, and we got to help him unthaw the rest of the colonists. You know, typical story. But the real thing that I liked about this was the fact that they introduced a new system called the flaw system, because you know how it is with the heroes. Everybody's got everybody's, I'm the super, I'm the hero, no flaws, no weaknesses or anything like that. So they actually introduced it's called the flaw system. So essentially how it works is, let's say that you keep fighting it against robots, and then you die so much to robots, you gain a debuff against them called robot phobia, which makes you scared of them. However, it ends up gaining you a new ability because you're afraid of that. So it's a nice little give and take. And the fact that it also had a tactical system almost like VATS, which makes it pretty cool. So definitely going to be giving that one a look. Next up on the list, it's a Ninja Theory game called Bleeding Edge. So it's a 4v4 third-person melee action online multiplayer competitive fighting game? Question mark? I'll leave a question mark there, but essentially you have like tanks, supports, assassins, and you can each character has like 2 ultimate abilities that you can choose from, and characters do have range attacks there. It's a melee game, and they have range attacks. Don't ask. That's just what they said. But the technical alpha for them should be in August. So if that is something that you guys are looking into, you can sign up for it. I'm going to try to see if I can get into it. But yeah, that's Bleeding Edge. Next up, you've probably seen multiple, I'm gonna say like at least 6 multiple videos about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's supposed to be coming out around this November 15th. Single player action adventure game. Pretty much takes place a few years after Revenge of the Sith. You survived Order 66. You're working on a salvaging a Star Destroyer. Your buddies almost die. You use your powers, and now the Empire's hunting after you. So yeah, that's literally just about the gist of it. Pretty much they're touting that you can travel to different planets in your starship, and that you can see you'll be able to see like multiple figures from the Star Wars universe. So I don't know how I feel about this. I was happy for it at first, but then Disney released that article about that there was gonna be like no dismemberment in this game, and then I'm like, well, that personally kind of kills it for me because it's a lightsaber, man. Like Anakin got his arm chopped off, freaking Luke got his arm chopped off. Like I played a lot of Star Wars, the Force Unleashed, the first one, by the way, not the second one. First one was good, but you just chop people's arms off, pick up stormtroopers, shock them, throw them in things, blow them up. It's just kind of fun for me. But it's Disney. What can you do? Moving on. Next game on the list. Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Boy, this right here, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a big one right here. I'm probably gonna dedicate more time to this than I do in Destiny. Okay, I'm lying. I'm lying. I dedicate way more time to Destiny than I do anything else. But this will probably be up there on the list. It's a single-player RPG adapted from the tabletop game Cyberpunk 2020. So essentially, it's set 50 years after the tabletop, and we take on the role as a mercenary. And you've probably seen. Well, if y'all didn't, I'll probably put it in here for the video. But literally, this game is fully customizable from your character, like male, female, right on down to like your tattoos, the how you want to dress, what you want to wear, like dress, to what you want to say, to what you want to do, how you approach situations, like if you almost just about, if you can think it, you can probably do it in this game, which I thought was really, really cool. The play it takes place in what they said Night City, California, and pretty much every choice that you make affects the rest of the game. So your choices do matter, unlike Mass Effect 3. sorry, had a little cough there. But yeah, they also said that there's going to be a full day-night cycle as well, which also affects how we're going to be able to play the game, and that there was going to be no loading screens unless we're fast traveling. So definitely looking into that game. For all of my old school fans, by old school I mean NES and Super NES players out there, they are bringing back Battletoads. That is right, you heard me. I'm not making that up. They are bringing back Battletoads. For those of you who don't know what Battletoads is, it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up platform game akin to Double Dragon and Streets of Rage. What is it? The studio, like the La La Studios, I believe is the name. I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah, they are bringing back Battletoads. So definitely took up a decent portion of my childhood. It was between like Battletoads and Mega Man X series that I devoted most of my life to around that time. But glad to see it coming back. Let's see what's next on the list. This part is just like general stuff that I thought was really cool. It's out already. The Xbox Game Pass for PC, which is like $5 a month. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which included Game Pass for the console and the PC, and Xbox Live Gold for like $15 a month. And they let you join up for $1 for your first month, which I thought is really, really cool. So like I said, it's probably it's live by now because this video is late. So if that interests you, go ahead and hop into that. Let's see what else is on the list. What else is on this list? Oh yeah! The one that's kind of near and dear to my heart. Microsoft acquired Double Fine Studios and they announced Psychonauts 2. Boy, I about jumped off my chair and ran across the yard just screaming like a chicken with my head cut off. This one is near and dear to my heart, man. And they Schaefer hopped out there and he pretty much was like, yeah, it's here. And yeah, I was like, ah! And then yeah. But for those of you who don't know what Psychonauts is, it's pretty much you play as a psychically gifted individual, And it picks up right off of right after the original Psychonauts. At the ending, we were in the Rhombus or Ruin, and pretty much we returned back to the headquarters, but things ain't looking quite, the way they were when we before we left. The new commander in charge, of the peacekeeping force, he's like doing like unnecessary, unorthodox studies, like in necromancy and everything. Schaefer said, but and also he said that for those of you who played the game a little the inside there, that we're pretty much gonna get a further explanation on like Raz's family curse and his history, and pretty much Raz is gonna figure out what a girlfriend is. So definitely looking forward to that. Next on the list, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Honestly, I'm a little on the fence about this one. I'm kind of 50-50 on this one, because essentially it's they said it was an action RPG about the life of Goku through the entire Z saga. So for those of you who are wondering, no GT, no Super stuff, just strictly all through Z, which means Boo ends at Boo Saga. Not sure if they're gonna add in like the Broly stuff and Janemba and all of that stuff. But I hope they do. But we'll just have to we'll have to see. But essentially, they said it was supposed to be bigger in scale than like any of their other games, and they added in like a couple of side stories for like Easter eggs and everything. Personally, from what I saw the gameplay, I'll link it in. You should be looking at it right now. Personally, I feel like it looks like a mix between like Budokai Tenkaichi and and Naruto games. But like I said, I'm a little on the fence on this one, but I'm still gonna check it out though. Next on the list, Gears 5. No of war in this, because I'm pretty sure we ended the war back in 3 when we dropped that bomb on them. But Gears 5. So essentially, picking up where Gears 4 left off in the story, find about Kate's story and her link to the Locust. They introduced the new gameplay mode at E3. It was like called Escape. It's like a 3-player mode. You plant a bomb and then you have to fight your way out before the bomb explodes. It's literally what you'd expect from a freaking Coalition and Gears game. You get your chainsaw. You get your chainsaws, auto rifle. Chop people in half, get your shotgun, blow people's heads off. There were I think they did show like a couple of new weapons as well too. But again, Gears game is a Gears game is a Gears game. It's all about pulling out a shotgun and diving and getting that headshot, right? Let's see. Next on the list, Dying Light 2. Another one close to my heart here. So essentially, Dying Light, for those of you who don't know, it's a single player and multi. I believe they said the 2 is supposed to be multiplayer in this one. I'm not sure. I'll double check on there. But essentially, it's a for what I know, the original single player parkour zombie action RPG. So essentially, you get dropped into this area. Zombies have taken over the area, and you've got to survive by using your wits parkour skills and just general knowledge of the area. However, in Dying Light 2, your decisions that you make throughout the game over the course of the story actually change the area and the city for better or worse. So you can be locked out of areas depending on like the decisions you make, or you might be able to unlock like certain shortcuts that can actually help you. They stated it was like in one of them, it was like if you wanted to help the criminals sell off water in one area, you can totally do that, but it's gonna attract even more like criminals in the area, and like if people might be less likely to help you since you're selling off the water, versus if you decide to help like I forgot the other faction, but they were kind of like the militant faction, but it allows for water to be on to run through the streets freely. So if you're down on the streets parkouring, you can always get water to heal up. However, it seems like they were kind of, and like I said, in that kind of totalitarian military style thing. So choices have consequences in this game. They said combat is actually a little bit going to be more tactical in this one, because literally in the first Dying Light, literally all you had to do was just run, run around parkour for like a couple, like, well, it was like the first, for about 30 minutes, I think, and then like once you got enough parkour skill, then you were pretty much like good through the game. It was like a fast track to get to the grappling hook, and then it was like not a problem to beat that game. So I am glad they're taking that approach. It's going to be a little bit more tactical for combat, as well as how you want to engage, and that and the fact that leveling up now is not all about your is about your skills. It's also about your gear and the city as well too. So definitely glad to hear that. Rolling on along around here. Yes. This one, if Psychonauts was near and dear to my heart, then this one is like right above. It's like right above it. Hashtag Lil Wayne reference there. Phantasy Star Online 2 for the Xbox, coming next year in 2020 around the springtime. I kid you not, guys. Like, I've clocked over at least like 5,000 hours on this game on my PS Vita when I had one. Bro, this game, I'm just happy. I'm just happy they're finally bringing it over here. And they stated that all content and bosses and epic battles are going to be in there too. So definitely looking forward to that one. Have not decided whether I want to be a ranger or a braver. I'm like, yeah, I'll just decide. But yeah, just happy about this one. So happy about this one. Next on the list, Tales of Arise. It is along the series of the Tales games, Vesperia, Berseria, Fantasia, all of that. But pretty much they stated that this game is supposed to be a rebirth of the Tales series a little bit. They're running a brand new engine based off of Unreal 4, I think they said, and they're kind of looking to bring a more immersive experience to the series. They wanted to make characters feel as if they kind of live in the world and that the world was a more expansive place. It's being handled by Bandai Namco Studios, but they've promised that it'll still have, epic your Tales like battles to them, because it was more so to kind of get new players in. So definitely looking forward to that. Next after that, actually, do I even need to talk? You know what? I'm just gonna put a photo up for this one. Borderlands 3. Yeah, you already know it. There's everything out of it. Moving on to the next one.
Just what I was thinking.
This next one, rejoice, for they have given us something to look forward to. All of my Souls fans, rejoice. The King has returned. They are bringing us Elden Ring. It is developed by From Software. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know who From Software is, go look it up. But essentially, for those who do know, they're bringing us a new game. And this game is actually going to be a collaboration between the Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin and the Dark Souls creator Miyazaki-sama. So, it's going to be so good. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so good. I cannot wait for this, man. Pretty much just about the general information, because they didn't give too much on it, but Elden Ring is the name of the mysterious concept that kind of defines the world, and it's actually been shattered, and Miyazaki stated that it's one of the important themes of the game. So can't wait to see where they're going to lead with that. They said this game is literally the most open world than any other of their From Software's game to date. Literally their biggest title in terms of sheer volume. So definitely looking forward to that. They said players will travel by horseback, and there's gonna be like no towns or NPCs to interact with, just a full-on landscape, and it's gonna be littered with ruins. And literally they've been working on it for a while, because they said that oh goodness, I can't read my own writing here. They said that development for it literally began shortly after the Dark Souls 3 DLC was finished. So yeah, they wasted no time hopping on this one. So it's going to be released on all consoles, just not Switch. But I mean, do you really want to play a Souls-like game on a Switch anyway? I'm just saying. And what's next on this list? Man, nothing to get into on this one. It was pretty. It's the Xbox talking about the Project Scarlet there. So I'll save that for another video if you guys want me to do it. Actually, yeah, like down into the comments down there, if you guys want me to talk about Project Scarlet and PS5 specs and stuff, look at do theory crafting, and let me know in the comments down there. Next game, Halo Infinite. They just showed generally a trailer on that one. They said that it's going to launch next year along with the new Xbox, so that's going to be pretty good as well too. The trailer for it wasn't half bad either, so I am looking. I'll be honest, I do want Halo to get back to where it was good old days of original Halo and Halo 2. Charging down blood gulch, knocking people off with a sniper rifle. So do want them to get back to there. Let's see, other games. Apex. Talking about the Apex Legends. You know, it's already running right now. The new character Watson is out. They got the new gun. They did the map changes as well as the updated battle pass. That's running already. So I'll just post some quick stuff about that. Let's see what's next on this list. Deathloop. Yes, Deathloop. They didn't give too much about it, but essentially it was two assassins that were trying to kill each other, and they were kind of stuck in an endless loop. And they said they were saying that you can kind of approach encounters any way that you want to. And this game is made by the same guys who made Dishonored. So I like the first Dishonored. I wasn't really feeling the second one, so we'll see how this one goes. I'll try to find some more info on this one as we go along, we progress through the year. Next up, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I mean, do I need to say more? Shoot, Ghost Recon Wildlands is still running. I'm still playing that. Actually, as well, if you guys want to see some Ghost Recon Wildlands gameplay, go ahead and let me know in the comments section as well too. But yeah, Breakpoint is gonna be the upgrade to what Wildlands is. You get what they said. You get shot in your leg, you're gonna actually limp. If you get shot in your arm, you're gonna have to actually fix yourself before you can properly use your weapon. And this time we're gonna be the ones hunted, so it's gonna make for a more tense situation than Wildlands. Because I'll be honest, unless you're playing in tier 1 mode or on advanced setting, realistic setting, it's just not doing it for me in Wildlands. So I am glad to see that Breakpoint is going to take it to that that more slightly realistic kind of level there for a Ghost Recon game. Definitely looking forward to that later on. Next up, well, if you guys don't know about this, then I don't think we can be friends anymore. Nah, I'm joking. We could totally be friends. But they showed the Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. It looks really, really good, especially the animations and the fact that now it's actually everything can be done in real time. But you still have the option to. I think they said it was you have the option to slow. I think you could slow time down. If I can't. I think it was slow time down, or it was some special mechanic you had that gave you that allowed you to have a little bit more tactical advantage there. But it was really beautiful to look at. I definitely can't wait for that to come out. Especially the fact that you can swap between all characters in real time as well, because your boy is a Tifa monster. That's generally who I maxed out on my runs, and then we just beat the crap out of everything. Let's see. Next up, Outriders by People Can Fly, aka the creators of Gears Judgment and Bulletstorm. So they didn't really show too much on this one. However, I am looking forward to this game. It's a dark modern shooter. They said it's about it's 1 to 3 player drop in drop out co-op. Pretty much you can create your own Outrider, and then you were searching across they said planet Katakana Novena in search of a mysterious signal, and that's kind of pretty much all they gave about that. But from what I saw during the actual their little trailer, the story trailer that they showed, it was really interesting. So definitely going to be looking a little bit more into that. Let's see. And then there's the last couple of things here. They were from the Switch that was on the Nintendo Direct. Deus Ex Machina. It's a mech RPG shooter. Essentially, they haven't come out with like another, they haven't come out with like another mech warrior in like forever. That was my game, so I gotta get it in where I get it in. But essentially, we're playing as a mercenary, and we get to join a faction, and we pilot what's called an arsenal. You can pretty much customize your player as well as the arsenal with weapons to outfit it however you want to. Customize the color and everything, and you take on missions and play through the story. Definitely looking forward to that one because, like I said, I need my mech fix because Mech Warrior is my game, and I haven't had a good mech game in a while. Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Honestly, there's nothing else needs to be said about that. It's just gonna be a picture, and then we're moving on. So after Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's last on the list, but the most interesting to me, Astral Chain. So it's a futuristic action RPG with like some platforming elements in it, but it is set in the near future on Earth, and essentially Earth is under attack from another dimension by entities called Chimera. And we play as either a male or female. But the characters, they said, depending on what you choose, they're both siblings. But you're a cop who controls what's called a legion, which is a captured chimera, I believe. And so you freely control your character and the legion in combat. You can like use there's a chain that links them, and so you can like use the chain to like wrap up enemies. You can go do combos. There are different weapons you can use. The game plays in different episodes akin to like DMC. So if you don't get a high grade, you can always go back and get and try and play it again to get that higher rank. But from what I saw of the actual gameplay on it in the treehouse, I'll link it. Like, you should be watching it here. It looks really spectacular. Like, I'm definitely waiting to sink my teeth into it. And yeah, that's pretty much the list, folks. So yeah, again, we back in here. So that is gonna be the video for today. So like I said, it's a good list of things for E3 here that I'm looking forward to, as well as you guys who are actually still guys watching this who actually made it to the end here. Thank you, because just wanted to let you know that I'm actually going to start uploading now again regularly now that I've been able to take care of things that I need to take care of. So do watch for the new video, watch out for the new videos, as well as in the comments, kind of like I said, let me know if what new items you want to see or talk about, or games to play. I'm always willing, doing this for you guys because it's labor of love for you all. So thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, go ahead and leave that thumbs up. If not, you can thumbs it down. That's there too. That's your right. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you didn't like. Let me know what I can fix for you. Like I said, let me know what you guys want to see. And if you do like the content, and after you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell next to the subscribe button too, because that way when I do upload, like I said, I'm going to start uploading regularly now. That way you can get notified. So remember, like, dislike, comment, subscribe, bell, and then we out of here, guys. Just like that. And love you. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're always good like grandma's cookies.